Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and this is American Truck Simulator, and I have been looking forward to this for a long time. I've only just got it and installed it. I've done the starting mission and got my garage happening, and that's about it. So we're going to drive on, I'm going to find a job, and we're going to get out there, and we're going to drive somewhere. So we'll pick a job. Yeah, that seems like a good one. So Los Angeles to Santa Cruz, that's our most expensive, and at this point that's all we care about really, is making money, because we've just started, we don't even own a truck yet, so we'll take that job. And of course in this early phase, all you got to do is take the jobs and it moves you to where you need to be, and you drive the trucks. And that's great fun, but of course it's not what we want. We ultimately want to have our own truck. And I need to put the truck in gear. I play this with a controller. I've got it set up exactly how I had Euro Truck Simulator 2 set up, which is nice. And I've been looking forward to this for a while because I love Euro Truck Simulator, but I need more. Here we go. Okay, let's get out and around there. And yeah, like I say, I'm using this with a controller. It uses your standard triggers for brakes and stick to steer, triggers for brakes and accelerators, stick to steer, all that good stuff. You might notice actually it looks basically identical. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road. Got to get used to that. Have I mentioned that being Australian, I'm not used to driving on that side of the road. One thing I will do, if I can... No, that's not the button I wanted. What button do I want to do? No, that's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Yes, get rid of the border around the GPS display. So yeah, so this is... I think we're in Los Angeles. Yeah, we are. And we're heading up, as it said, to Santa Cruz, I think we were going. So hopefully that'll give us a good idea of where to go. Now, I know at launch this game, even though it's called American Truck Simulator, it probably mostly should just be called Californian Truck Simulator, because that's the state that most of it is in. Basically California and Nevada, with two more states, Arizona and... I've forgotten the name of the other state, but yeah, Arizona and another state are coming soon enough. So basically the sort of western side of the United States. We'll get over in that lane, and we'll pull that, and we'll slow down a little bit because I'm doing 35 in a 30 zone. Normally I'd have that set to kilometers, but this being America, they haven't invented kilometers in America yet, so obviously I can't do that. So we'll have to put up with it being in miles per hour, and I don't really know my miles that well. It's like you multiply it by 1.6 to get kilometers or something like that. Yeah. Well, whatever. Let's get around the corner, get the indicator off. I also know that at launch there's only the two truck types. There's a Peterbilt and this truck I'm driving, which is a Kenworth. And that's mostly an issue to do with licensing. Euro Truck Simulator 2 at launch also, they have more than two, but it didn't have a lot of trucks. Wow, that's a really wide sort of turn-in lane there. Okay, we're doing 55, so let's hit the cruise control button and pull into the center lane here, because I want to... Oh, I got new mail. Whoa. I'll check that out once we've arrived. But yeah, so we'll go into this center lane, although it looks like we have to pull off soon, so I might. Yeah, we'll pull over into that lane. Wow, this is a really crazy freeway layout. There's like two freeways side by side there. That's nuts. Okay, yeah, no, this is the lane I need to be in, because we're going to have to... yeah, we're going to have to get off. Oh, good. This interchange isn't like it would be in Euro Truck Simulator, where that entire side lane splits off, which is like the most annoying thing in that game. Geez, 55 miles an hour feels really slow. So maybe I'll better slow down a bit. So one thing I'm noticing here is that the physics feel identical to Euro Truck Simulator. If you're familiar with that game, and I'm going to talk about this a bit more as we go on, but if you are familiar with Euro Truck Simulator, the physics in that game felt really nice and really chunky. Like, it's really hard to explain it, but the way the actual driving feels in Euro Truck Simulator, even with a controller like I'm using, and I recommend using a controller at least for this game, not the keyboard and mouse certainly. If you've got a wheel set up, use a wheel obviously, but keyboard and mouse is fine, and all that kind of stuff. The way they get the trucks to actually feel like trucks, like these do feel like big, ungainly, heavy things, and if you don't drive them properly, you are going to have problems. You need to be aware of things like speed limits for a start, and you can see the speed limit indicator in the bottom left of the GPS display on the lower right of the screen there, that little 55, that's my speed limit indicator. And of course, the way I tend to do it is I tend to get to the speed limit and just hit cruise control to sit there. And sometimes you go over, if you're going down a hill or something, you need to be a little bit careful. But in general, you can go pretty decently fast. But yeah, the trucks feel nice and big. Check that car out. It's that yellow car that's disappearing off into the distance there. That's the other thing you might be noticing about this game, is that it looks basically like Euro Truck Simulator 2 in terms of the actual visual engine. So it's still got that problem ETS always has too with aliasing and all that kind of stuff. You can see everything shimmers a little bit in the distance and stuff like that. That's just how this engine works, and it's always been that way. So just drift a little bit too far to the side there. Push this way. Yep, and keep going. You might notice at the start of the video the driver and driver name I chose. I chose those so that they're identical to my driver in this game. That's a police car. And basically, yeah, it's my backstory for this is that I'm branching out, having basically conquered Europe. I own, I think, 9 garages in Europe with full of 3 drivers each, and I'm actually working on, at the moment, getting the money together to get the rest of the garages. And what I'm actually doing in ETS2, and I don't know if it's going to be possible because I don't know if there are enough drivers to make it work, but my goal is to create like an all-female trucking company in Europe. And my plan is to do the same thing here in the US, but I don't know if there's going to be enough female drivers available to actually do that in the game. There's another one of those cars. That one's a grey one. I have to admit, actually, I'm just noticing now, and keep in mind that this is literally like the second thing I've done in this game, and the first long driving mission I've done. But I am noticing as we drive along, there's a lot more variety in the different types of cars. Like in Euro Truck Simulator, there's probably about maybe 8 or 9 different kinds of car that pass you. I mean, maybe it's a bit more than that, and I'm sure you can get mods that will add more cars to that. But in general, it's basically, you know, this certain amount of cars. But in this game, I'm noticing a wider variety of cars and various other things available. Which is nice, and they look like American cars too. Like, it's not just, they haven't just ported over, you know, the cars from Euro Truck Simulator. They've made these cars look like sort of genericized versions of American cars, which is really cool. One thing I am hoping is the traffic AI is a little bit better, and more importantly, one thing I'm hoping in this game is that the law enforcement is a little bit more forgiving. One of the problems Euro Truck Simulator 2 can have is that you can sometimes get penalized for things that aren't your fault. And I've had it happen where I've been driving along and I've just entered a speed zone. I'm just slowing down to enter a speed zone, and I'm still just a little bit too fast for it as I enter the zone, and I end up getting fined. And it's like, well, that was annoying. Okay, so there's nothing coming. Oh, there's a truck. Okay, he's stopped for us because I accidentally pulled out a bit too far. Because I didn't see him coming. That's one thing I really want this game to have, actually, is a field of view adjustment. I'd like a slightly wider field of view in Euro Truck Simulator. So we're going this way from the look of it. And we should be able to just go around this corner, but we'll pull wide. It's the other thing I have noticed too, just a little bit, is the trucks just feel bigger in this game, and I suspect that's part of the design. They all use the cab behind design, I guess it's called. I don't know, like in Euro Truck Simulator they have like what they call cab forward, which is basically the cab of the truck sits, cab forward, cab over. So the cab of the truck sits over the engine. But in this game, it seems like the engine is forward of the cab. I don't really have a good way of showing that from the driver's cockpit. But, oh cool, we've got an achievement update. We've discovered a place called Huron. Cool. So I'll just push forward a bit more. And, yep, there we go. And yeah, you can see that that really nasty looking aliasing on those wires overhead, but that's okay. I mean, aside from that, the game does look fine, and you can mitigate that somewhat. I haven't really played with the graphics settings yet, but you can mitigate that somewhat by using super sampling. The game has a whole bunch of super sampling options, and if you've got the GPU for it, I highly recommend turning those on, because this game will clean up a lot nicer. You basically, the way you do it in ETS is you turn off you turn off the actual anti-aliasing mode and enable the super sampling mode. Oh, this is US 101. Cool. I've always wanted to drive along US 101. So that's nice that it's in the game. I mean, obviously it's not, complete US 101, but yeah. One other thing I have heard about this game is the space compression is a little bit more dramatic than Euro Truck Simulator. Like, the map feels a little bit smaller, but so far I'm not feeling that. But obviously, so far this is like the first game. One thing I have noticed a little bit so far too is that the towns and cities feel a lot more detailed. Euro Truck Simulator always feels like when you go into the towns or the cities, it feels like you're going into this really small part of them, and that there's a lot more city that you're not seeing. So I like that there's a lot more towns and stuff, and they did rectify that to some extent, especially with the Scandinavia expansion. And yeah, so it did get rectified to some extent. Oh, I've been speeding a little bit. That's not good. But I have noticed with this game too, you don't get speeding fines immediately. Instead, you actually have to get caught by the police. Oh, geez, this is a bit of a mess. Why am I in this lane? I guess because I'm in this lane. Oh, well, we'll wait. And of course, if you're not familiar with the Euro Truck Simulator 2 or the SCS software style simulator, these are games where you very much have to drive by the road rules. This isn't your Grand Theft Auto or your open world, game like that, where you can basically do anything and get away with it as long as the car doesn't blow up. No, you've got to obey the road rules. You've got to drive within the speed limits. You've got to obey traffic signals. You've got to keep an eye out for other traffic. You have your mirrors. The way I tend to play, I use the virtual mirror up there so I can see the other side mirror, because otherwise I'd be constantly flicking my head forward. That truck is going to pull in. That's a bit too far forward, mate. But we'll head forward. The other thing I know this game has is streaming music, which I don't have on for, obviously copyright reasons and stuff like that. Oh, whoa, 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 I just got speeding fined. Whoops. Oops. Oh, gee, that's a lot too. In Euro Truck Simulator 2, that fine's about 150 euros, so I better slow down and hit the cruise control. And we're in Santa Cruz, and this truck, oh good, we're only doing 30 miles an hour, so that stopping distance is pretty decent. But yeah, we're in Santa Cruz. We've got a little ways to go. I'm going to have to get into that right lane, I think, judging from where that flag is, but we'll see how we go with that. The trees and everything look different too. It's all these nice California palms and all that kind of stuff. I'm imagining there's weather effects, although my understanding based on listening to Bill Hicks as a teenager is that California doesn't actually have weather. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if it's bright and sunny every day, then yeah, I'll be okay with that. Okay, let's get through that. Let's get our speed back. Wow, 30 miles an hour is not fast. That is very slow. I need to be in that lane. Okay. That is a very slow speed. I feel like I'm crawling along. In Euro Truck Simulator, you can usually do, I suppose, 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. That feels a lot faster in those games. Sorry, you usually do 70 in built-up areas in that game. So, well, 70 kilometers an hour, obviously, which is some miles per hour. I don't know exactly what it is. Okay, we need to turn. One thing you might notice I'm doing is indicating. That's actually not a requirement, or I don't know if it's a requirement in this, but in Euro Truck Simulator 2, indicating isn't a requirement, but I think, and this is only based on my experience with the game, so I don't know if it's actually true, but it feels to me like the traffic does react to indication. So if you do use indicator, well, turn off. If you do use indicators, the traffic will react to that, I think. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. Anyway, there's another new feature just coming up here as we pull in here and we hit the enter button to deliver. So in Euro Truck Simulator, you had the option of just driving straight up and making the delivery, and as you got nearer, it would indicate to you that you could skip the delivery part of it. In this game, they've turned it into this menu here, so you can actually choose once you get here to either deliver it properly, back it in, get the bonus XP, just drive it forward so that you don't have to do all the reversing stuff, or skip it completely and miss out on any XP bonus, which is what we're going to do here. So I'll just confirm that. And we made it. We got an excellent, and we've made money, and we're going to need a lot more money. So, and I have not quite leveled up yet, so that's annoying. Okay, let's grab another job, get another quick job. And what I like to do when I do this is I always like to start from the city I finished in. So I'll pick a city we finished in. That's 2,600. This is going to take a long time to build up. Bairstow is all the way out there. And yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So I'll head over to this place, Bairstow. And yeah, you can see the full map here. So it's basically California, Nevada, and like I say, I think whatever that state is, that Arizona down there, maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, I believe these two states here, Arizona and whatever that one is, are being added. I imagine too with this game it's going to be a lot like Euro Truck Simulator 2, where someone is going to do I'll take that job just to let it load. But yeah, I imagine too that like Euro Truck Simulator there will be mods. Oh, that's right, I had mail, didn't I? What button is it to access? That's not the button I want. What button is it to access mail? That's current job button. That's my damage, which we don't need. There are no short messages. Okay, no, yeah, I need to actually go into this screen to look at my email. Okay, we've got two emails. What do we got? Brand new Kenworth trucks for sale. Awesome. And that'll ask us to visit our showroom. It's likely I'll actually have to somehow find a way to get there. And of course we have the bank, which will allow us to buy stuff. We don't need banking loans or anything like that. So we're not going to do that. We are going to... Oh, that's a nasty way to start. Well, I'm going to start this truck up, and it's another Kenworth. I'm not that fussed about the lack of truck variety because, I mean, in ATS2 I drive one truck anyway. Okay, look at that trailer. Okay, I'm just going to stop and get out the window here. You see that trailer feels a lot bigger than normal. Which button's the camera switch button? One of these buttons. There we go. That's the camera switch button in this game. So I'll just get out and have a look. So yeah, you can see the design of the truck here with the engines at the front. So very much like an American truck, I guess. But yeah, you can see we're carrying these two big sort of construction buildings. That's interesting. But there's also this big gap between the main truck and the trailer, which isn't usual. I'm assuming I can get into my cab. There we go. Okay, so let's press forward. I use real automatic shifting in this game, and the reason I use real automatic shifting is because it actually works with a controller. This is going to be tough. Nope, we got that. Yeah, we got it. That's all good. It actually works really well with the controller. Oh boy, that's a lot of traffic. How am I going to get out there? I'm just going to push forward, aren't I? Because there's no traffic lights here, and of course, this being America, I bet there's no roundabouts either. They don't have roundabouts in America as far as I'm aware. Or at least not in this part of America. Which in some ways I suppose is okay, because roundabouts are a pain in the bum to negotiate in Euro Truck Simulator, but at the same time, it'd be nice to have a roundabout controlling this kind of an intersection, because this is hell. Because I cannot go. I've got to wait for all these cars. I mean, I suppose what I could do is just push out into the intersection and force them to stop, but the risk there is that they'll actually hit me. But that's just generating an infinite amount of cars there, isn't it? Just push a little bit more forward. Yeah, what if I... No. Okay. Well, this will be good fun. I have another new email. Awesome. I'll check it when I finish this job. If I finish this job, because I tell you right now, wow, look at these old cars though. That's something you do not get in ETS. You don't get older cars. Like, every car looks like it's from about the past 10 years. Just gonna have to go. Or not. This isn't good at all. Oh, because the problem is I need a gap wide enough to even just force myself out into the intersection so that they actually can stop. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's a gap. Let's go. Yep, we've got time. We're going to make it. Okay. Oh, wow. That was a fun one. Okay, we're on US 101 again. Imagine we're heading southward-ish, and we're doing 55, so let's keep an eye on that. You can, of course, turn the GPS indicator on the side there off if you prefer to. I leave it on because it provides a bit more detail than the one that's actually on the dashboard, which you can also see there. As we head around here, this looks really nice, though. I really feel like I'm driving in California, I suppose, the best way to say it. Let's get over into that lane. Oh, that car slowed down a lot, and stopping distances on trucks are quite a lot longer than on cars. If you're used to a racing game, then get used to brakes that are very, very soft in this game, because that's how these trucks roll. And that again is realistic. Trucks have longer stopping distances than cars, and trying to bring them down from, oh, it's 35 here. Let's sit at 35 and pull that up. And cruise control, there we go. You can see on the dash there's that fuel economy indicator. That can be changed. Cruise control indicator, water and oil, fuel and distance. So yeah, it's a little bit small to see, I think, in this game. I think they could probably clear that up a little bit. Oh, 55, let's push that speed a little bit then as we go up here. Lots of wind farms around here too. It's like driving through Germany as we go around this way. One thing I am noticing too, actually, is that, pardon me, the scenery does feel a lot more varied in this game. Like Euro Truck Simulator, a lot of the scenery, especially in the base map, if you're not using any mods, a lot of the scenery feels very similar. Like driving through England looks a lot like driving through Germany, or driving through, you know, the south of France, or even parts of Scandinavia. Scandinavia is a bit more varied in ETS2 because it's a later map. It was added as part of the well, it was added as its own expansion, basically. But it feels a lot more varied. But in general, like you pass the same sunflower field in England as you do in we gotta turn here, as you do in you know, Poland, which seems weird to me, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, that was not how I wanted to take that corner at all, but we've done it, and we're straight, and I'm really sorry, guys. I am a truck, so you need to afford me some leeway, I guess. So, but we'll head this way, and we're on this road now, which is nice. But yeah, one thing with Euro Truck Simulator 2 is that, yeah, the base map feels samey, but Euro Truck Simulator 2 is also a game that is very much a modder's paradise, and you can mod anything into that game, and I imagine that this is going to be the same, where it's going to get massive amounts of mod support. For me personally, I consider pro mods basically mandatory when I play Euro Truck Simulator. It just adds so much to the game. Mostly in terms of the map, it adds so much more to the map. I'm going to say probably around, it expands the map by probably around 50% or so. So basically it adds half as much onto the game again as what's already there. And Pro Mods is really big and really fun, and the great thing about Pro Mods too is that it mixes its scenery up a lot more than the base maps do in that game. So I imagine at various points there'll be a Pro Mod style map for this game, and I mean, SCS have already announced that there are, as I said before, 2 more states will be added as free content, by the way, not as expansions, so that's coming. I imagine that they wanted to get the game out as quickly as possible so that it was in the hands of people who could mod it and get their own things, add new trucks and various other things to it. One thing I think is a little weird with the truck situation is that in ETS2, the trucks that they couldn't license they used a sort of genericized version of. So instead of Mercedes trucks, you had Majestic and things like that. There's a cloud building up there. So I guess there is weather in California then. So that's fun. But yeah, they used a genericized version of some of the brands they didn't have rights to. And then of course when they got the rights to those brands, they actually did add them in a regular kind of way. So Majestic became Mercedes when they got the rights to Mercedes. This is i5, which i5, and I'm not American, so I don't fully understand this. My understanding with i5 is that it runs north-south along the east coast, I think. West coast, sorry, along the west coast. Because the highway numbering system is west to east and south to north, I think. So it's... Oh, this isn't good. Oh, that's not good. I can't go forward. There we go. Okay, that was a bit of a kerfuffle, but we're okay. I just need to wait for that guy to get out of my way. So pull forward. Is there any traffic coming? No. Yes. No. Okay, go. Oh, you're going to have to stop, mate. Oh, okay. It's gotten really dark, and it's 8:03 PM too, so I should put my lights on. There we go. Got lights. I wonder if the time of day thing varies in this game like it does in ETS2. The further north you go, the longer the days get in ETS2. And I wonder if that's the same here. One thing I do find with ETS actually is the day lengths are annoyingly long. Like it generally doesn't get properly dark until like 9 at night or thereabouts. So, but you know, that's cool. One thing I feel with this game too, or better slow down, that's going a bit too fast as we go through Bakersfield. So that's cool. I know nothing about Bakersfield. I know it's a town in California. And I'm sure I've seen it in like TVs and stuff, movies and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, let's crawl our way through Bakersfield. It's a slow process. Wow, this is very slow. Can't we get a speed limit increase at some point? Really? Really? It's 2 lanes. Can't we go up to like, I don't know, 40 or whatever they use? Like in ETS2, this would be 73 here. But yeah, it's just, oh, that's really painfully slow. Oh well, we got to abide the speed limits. Otherwise, bad things will happen to us. I'm annoyed I got that big fine too. That was half my money I lost then. It was like 1,800. So I'm guessing on that, the fines are a lot bigger in this game, which early on means that they're going to be a lot more punishing, which could be a problem. But I suppose, in a way, that's not a bad thing because it means they're more substantial later on as well. Like, I mean, in ETS2 you can speed because the fine for it is 150 euros, and when you've got several 100,000 euros, that's not a lot. So you can get away with it a little bit in that game. So having larger fines, I think, is a better option overall, but it does mean that in this early stage of the game, I need to be a lot more careful about stuff. And again, you saw before that penalty I got actually is a little bit unfair on me because there was nothing I could do. The truck rolled backwards, and I needed it to roll backwards enough, and the car wouldn't get out of the way behind me, like it should have. You know, hey, we discovered a recruitment agency. That'll be handy later. Although if this is like ETS2, you never actually have to go to recruitment agencies after you've discovered them. So. But yeah, let's try and get some speed happening here. Is this a... Oh no, it's just a dilapidated old place. I love this desert scenery, actually. It's so good. And the mountains and everything behind it. Oh, so good. If you can't tell by this, I am loving this game. Like I say, the map is probably a little too small, but that's going to get bigger because this is SCS, and they will make this game bigger. I think it's probably one thing to note too, and a lot of the reviews that have come out already have already pointed this out, but what you're buying here perhaps isn't so much a game as it is a platform, and the platform that you're buying into is one that will get support. Oh, whoa! That were tumbleweeds. Literal tumbleweeds. This game has literal tumbleweeds. Right, okay. I actually stopped because I initially thought that they were animals and I was worried I was going to hit them. But yeah, no, they're literal tumbleweeds. Okay, that's... Yep. Okay, we must be in that part of the US. the tumbleweed area. My lights do have high beam, but I'm not feeling the need to turn them on at this point. So you can have a high beam. That's my high beam. But at this point, I don't feel it's dark enough to have them turned on. So we're going to go with the regular. And you can see my fatigue there building up too. That little bed icon on the top of the map. So the map icons are the speed, obviously what gear you're in. I have 15 gears in this game, that's nice. Truck damage, which is that truck icon. Fuel, which is the fuel icon. Fatigue. You can actually turn off fatigue simulation if it annoys you, but I feel it makes the game a little bit more realistic to play, and for me, managing my fatigue is part of the fun of the game in a lot of ways. Like, I need to be able to do that. I need to slow down too. I know there's no cop cars around, but I'm paranoid. I need to slow down. Let's cruise control at 50. More whoa! Wonder what happens if you hit a tumbleweed. Well, let's find out. Nothing. Good. Whew. That's good. So, nothing bad happens if you hit a tumbleweed. Let's go this way. This is a much longer journey, but I'm only 28 miles from where I need to be, so I suppose I'm going to have to play everything in this game in miles, because that's what all the distances are anyway, so just slow down, because there's an intersection here. Yep. So yeah, the night view looks really nice too. I like this a lot. Feels good, looks good. Let's stop. He's turning. Got to get used to the direction traffic's going to come from, which is that way. Okay, they're all turning. Please stop turning. Okay, I'm going to pull out. And I'm going to force my way into... No, I'm not. I'm going to wait for that car to go. No, he's going to stop for me. Awesome, let's go. Let's go before anything bad happens. Oh, oh, whoa. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, wow. That was a lot. And I really didn't want to have that happen, but apparently that was going to happen. So those pulling out the highway things are going to be hard. Need to be a lot smarter, especially because there's no... Like I say, in Europe, that would be a roundabout. Or in ETS2, that would almost certainly have been a roundabout. So that's going to be hard. And something I'm going to have to get used to with this game and the way it works. But it looks like I haven't done any significant damage to the truck, so that's a good thing, I guess. As we come up to Barstow, we're nearly where we need to be. But yeah, I've lost all my money, which is annoying. Oh. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I need to get to the top of that. And that car needs to move. Oh, okay. That's good. Let's pull out because there's no traffic. Whoa. Oh, there's traffic. There's traffic. Oh, he's waiting. Is there traffic coming that way? I don't know. I can't tell. Let's go. Let's just go. Oh, we did that. Oh, yeah, we did that. Okay, we got through. Good. Oh, school bus. Wow. This really is the US. Do they seriously still use those yellow school buses? Like, I remember seeing them as a kid in like, oh, I need to turn. This could be trouble because there's a car there, is there not? No? Okay, there was a car there. Good, there isn't a car there now, so let's head forward and push on into Barstow. And I'll pick up another mission here and we'll do a bit more driving. I think I'll try and complete one more mission. We'll make this a long-ish video because I'm having a lot of fun and I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And one thing I'm noticing too is the traffic light positioning means that lights are generally a lot more visible when you pull up. Like in ETS2, a lot of the time the traffic lights are on the side of the intersection you've pulled up on, so you kind of either have to look out your window or adjust your viewing angle, or pull up. In some cases, even pull up a little bit early to make sure you're getting close enough to the lights. 30, yep. To make sure you're able to see the lights, and a lot of the time I find myself just relying on the colour that the light casts on the road in front of me, or the reaction of other traffic around. That was a police car, but we're not doing anything wrong. I really need that money. Do not want to get another fine. Oh man. Stop. Oh, went a little bit over, but that's okay. I don't think we're going to get fined for overrunning a stop sign, as long as we stop. Okay, let's go around there, and that's a nice tight turn. It looks like our delivery point is just ahead there. There we go, nice. Okay, so let's enter. Apparently one of the joystick buttons will do that. I don't know which one that is. I am in a hurry, so let's get that done. And we made excellent, and we made bank. And we made a level, which is more important because leveling up gives us access to these things. Generally what I like to do first, fuel economy isn't going to be a problem for us at the moment because we don't pay for our own fuel, but long distance, we want long distance to start with. That's how I tend to level up. I tend to level this up and then fuel economy, which is called eco driving in the ETS2, but yeah, so we'll level those up, and then all the other ones until you get hazardous cargo, which is basically the last thing you can really level up anyway, but yeah, so that's how we're going to do it, so we'll apply that, and that should give us access to some slightly longer range missions. So it's given us access to, that's not a longer range mission, Fresno, you go from here to Fresno. But I imagine that will eventually give us access to, yeah, so, and you see the cities we've actually visited here, these lighter ones are where we've actually been. That's not a long drive, that's, how long is that one? That doesn't give the distance. Normally it does, doesn't it? I don't know. Oh, it gives there 225, 228, 242. But we want, where are we? We're in, Barstow. So we want whatever's available from Barstow, because I always want to start where I left. And that's just the way I like to do it. Oxnard, Barstow to Oxnard. That looks like good fun. 236, and oh wow, that's a nice. I think we're going to be going through some nice curvy roads here, so we'll pick that one up. I don't know if I get rest. I may have to. Oh yeah, my fatigue gets reset. So if you're wondering why I'm not sleeping, oh, this is the other truck, the Peterbilt. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm not sleeping, it's primarily because. Let's bring that mirror into our full range of vision. It's because my fatigue is getting reset at the start of each mission, and I'm not driving long enough yet to need to do it. The fatigue resetting thing's actually a little bit unrealistic, I guess. But I like to think that it's us getting out of the truck, stretching our legs, taking a rest, and let's just pretend that somehow that fully recovers our fatigue and we don't actually need to sleep. Let's also turn our truck lights on, because it's dark. It's very dark. And we're on a 55-mile-an-hour road. We've obviously moved a little bit around Bairstow because this is not where I came in. So and we need to turn right just up ahead. So just, yeah, slow down. Oh, traffic lights, cool. Hang on, was that a traffic light? No, this is a different intersection. Okay. I was going to say, hell, I don't remember traffic lights this intersection. Now I'm realising this isn't the intersection. Oh, this truck has a better fuel display than the other truck. The other truck doesn't actually display a fuel gauge. You can see that bar on the dashboard there. It's actually my fuel. Oh, yeah, we got it. We got this. Yeah, we've got this. Yep, cool. Okay, we've got to get on the freeway now, so. Freeway? Is that what they call it? No, they don't call them freeways in the US. The interstate. We've got to get on the interstate. That's the word I'm looking for. I imagine that's what I'm looking for. I-5. Oh. Pushed that a little bit too much. I was looking ahead and I saw like what appeared to be an intersection further down, and I somehow thought that was the freeway. So it's all good. It's all good. So I'll just head down here. 55 miles an hour is a really odd speed for a freeway speed limit. Like it should be 60, shouldn't it? Like, which is 100 kilometers is 60 miles an hour. So anyway, let's head on. Also, we're going to be on this for a little ways, so that's cool. So, and you see the slow acceleration because we've got the weight behind us. We don't have, this truck probably isn't as powerful as what we can build when we buy our own, all that good stuff. So I really want to make sure I hit the right speed limit once we get there, because the last thing I want to do is get another massive fine, because it's just going to slow down my ability to build up money. So we want to be really smart about that. Ah, this indicator. Ah, okay. Oh, it's even got like a speed indicator on the digital dashboard. That's nice. But it also has what appears to be a cruise control indicator. It's very under the fuel gauge there. You can see a thing that says OMPH, and I imagine that's the fuel, the cruise control. But this truck is not accelerating to 55 at all. Wow. Either what I'm pulling is very heavy, or this truck is very, very underpowered. Well, technically, it's actually the truck not being powerful enough for what it's pulling. There we go. Yep. I was right too. As we go along that side road, this must be an interstate, because if it was, that road wouldn't be on it. Still, heading up here. This is nice, actually. I like this. Wondering if I prefer this truck to the Kenworth, actually, the Peterbilt. It's interesting. It certainly has a nicer dashboard, which makes me more inclined to get it, because I prefer a dashboard that's more informative. One of the reasons I prefer to drive the Scanias in Euro Truck Simulator 2 is because they have the most informative dashboards. Although I actually haven't driven the updated versions of the Iveco, I think the Iveco and the Mercedes since they were introduced, because whoa! Oh, what? No! Oh, it was only $500. Hey, that's a different amount. Huh. So the speeding offences change. Okay. I wonder what the catalyst for that is, whether it's how fast you're going or whether there's some other thing. I didn't realise the speed had dropped. So we're doing, this is a 35 mile an hour zone, so I need to be a bit more aware of that. There are speed limit signs around, and those signs actually do affect what speed limit you can do. So like, usually, speed limit 65. Whoa! Oh no, 55. I think I must have misread that sign. I'm sure it said 65, but oh well. Let's get up to speed again. So this is Interstate 15 apparently. Okay, I don't know where that is, but I'm sure it's good. Let's come around here. I wonder if we'll see the sunrise as we do this journey. I hope so, because sunrises in this game are pretty spectacular. Like I said, I haven't fully upgraded the the graphics. I haven't actually played with them at all. So there may be options I don't. Well, let's bring that speed back down. Oh, that was 60. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to manage as we do it. We've got to turn off here. Whoa, no, pull it back. There we go. And we want to get off here anyway, so do that. This is an intersection I remember from ETS 2. Well, it feels bigger in this game. Definitely feels much bigger. Like, that corner is nowhere near as sharp as it would be on the equivalent ETS 2 intersection, which is actually really good, because in that game they can be very, very sharp. And that can be very, very annoying. It's 55 miles an hour here. We're going in a tunnel? No, we're turning off. Okay, so I need to slow down, because the lights are red. Nope, they're green. Okay, let's go around the corner here. Took that corner a little too quickly. Fortunately, it's late at night and there are no cars around, so that's good. But yeah, we don't really want to be doing that. And we're in a 30 zone, so let's pop up to 30. Is there anything else I was going to say, really, aside from just observing and driving? No, I'm just going to observe and drive, I think. Oh, this is a nice looking area. Oh, I love this, actually. It's so good. Got all these indicators and stuff. It's just like driving around. I want to say, oh wow, look at the detail in the shops. That's definitely a change. In ETS2, the shops, the interior detail in the shops is basically just painted onto the front. It's a flat texture map, but I was noticing there you can actually see the shops actually have interiors you can see inside, which in ETS2 none of the shops really do. Like I said, they're basically just flat textures. But no, that's really nice. Oh, a bar. Oh. Unfortunately, one thing you can't do in this game is get out of your truck. Which is hilarious in a way. Ray's Hamburgers. Oh, I could go a hamburger. Maybe I'll have a hamburger for lunch now. It's getting on for lunch. Well, no, it's not. It's still early morning as I record this, but suddenly I want a hamburger. And a big, juicy one, too. I have a really nice fish and chip shop near me that does great hamburgers, actually, so maybe that is what I'll do for lunch today. Hamburgers aren't really lunch food, though, are they? And I had pizza for dinner last night, so I probably shouldn't have a hamburger. I should probably have something a little bit lighter than a hamburger today for lunch. Got to watch my weight. Here we go. Okay, this is a freeway, and it's a 55-mile-an-hour freeway, so we can hammer it up to the speed limit and then sit there. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. We'll get faster. Come on. Wow, let's get in the lane too. The thing I am noticing, when you cross that sideline, you don't get the vibration or the noise that you get in ETS2, but maybe in Euro Truck Simulator that is an option to have that edge of the road signifier, so maybe that's something I just haven't turned on. I haven't, like I say, I haven't really done much option adjusting in this game yet, so let's try and get up to 55, hit the cruise control, and cruise. Okay, here we go. Highly recommend, if you do play this game with a controller, or even mouse and keyboard, make sure you bind cruise control to a button you'll access frequently, because it is actually a really important button, because you will use it a lot in these games, because it's a really nice way of sticking within speed limits, and more importantly than that, it allows you to rest one of your hands as you're driving, because there can be long stretches in these games where all you're really doing is just making adjustments to your steering, like here, like we're going through this tunnel. All you're really doing is making adjustments to your steering and just keeping an eye out for stuff, so you don't really need your hand on the other side of the controller. And so it can be really important to make sure that you are using the cruise control just to rest your hand. So probably came out of there a bit quick. Oh boy. Yeah, these trucks do not like those hills. Okay, there's no traffic. Let's go. Let's just go. Seeing this intersection a lot. I'm wondering if that's a thing. Like, a lot of the intersections in ETS2, don't you dare. A lot of the intersections in ETS2 repeat over and over. One thing I am noticing though, fortunately in this game, is that the interchanges are so much nicer. Like, ETS2 has those annoying interchanges where like an entire lane will split off, and if you're in that lane, you're basically forced off the freeway. So you've got to make sure you're not in, usually it's the rightmost lane on a freeway. And you've really got to make sure you're not in that lane. And I don't know if actual European roads are like that, but I imagine it is like that in Europe. I don't know for sure, but if it is, then I feel sorry for you guys, because that is the most annoying thing. So you've always got to make sure you're at least in the middle lane to counter that. So I know where we are. We came along this road before, didn't we? So that's right, because we're heading to Santa Cruz. We're heading to Oxnard this time, so it'll be a different direction, I would imagine. So we've got 49 miles to go, so that's about 80 kilometers. Not far anyway. 1 hour 13 minutes. Yeah, it'll do. Not seeing the sunrise though, so I was sort of hoping to see a sunrise. So it should start rising soon. It's nearly 5 in the morning, and that's about the time it starts rising in Europe. But I don't know if the sunrise and sunsets are the same as in this as they are in that. But oh well, we'll press forward. So we've seen a sunset, and so that's always a good thing. But I'm sure we'll get a sunrise on our way to Oxnard. So we'll see how we go. Come around here. And by now the day should actually start to lighten up. That's usually what happens, but it looks like it's going to be a bit more dramatic in this game. Oh, let's pull that speed back a little bit, because I do not want to fine. Really do not want to fine. And we'll just hold on to this side. There's not a lot of traffic. It looks like we're going to have to get off the freeway soon, so I'll pull over into this lane. I think we're going to have to go past our delivery point a little bit and get back around to it. Yeah, that looks like what's happening there. Oxnard, half a mile. 15 miles according to that. The distance indicator in this game, because of the space compression, I guess, the distance indicator should basically be taken as a guide only. And honestly, space compression it has to happen, because otherwise this just wouldn't be very fun. And I'm going to be straight with you guys. I've put 170 hours into Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's a fun game. And like, I guess, a lot of people, I bought it I don't want to say I bought it ironically, but I certainly bought it without a lot of expectation. Is that he's waiting for me because I pulled out too far, so make that turn. But yeah, I bought it without a lot of expectation, and yeah, 170 odd hours of driving trucks around Europe later. I mean, hell, I run pro mods, and I think at the point where you're looking up mods for Euro Truck Simulator 2, you've gone very far down that rabbit hole, and you're not coming back. But I also feel like it's really important to make that point too, is that this game is, and Euro Truck Simulator 2 is the same. They're actually very well made, very compelling games. They're not super polished or anything like that. Like you won't expect, AAA graphics engines and all that kind of stuff, but the graphics engines are nice enough as they are. Like, the game looks okay, aside from a couple of technical issues with the visuals, but more important than that, I'll grab another job while we're here. More important than that, they're just, they're so much fun. Okay, so it's Oxnard, that's where we are. Oh, a long one. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, I'm probably not going to finish this mission in here, but I want to at least get to a point where the sun rises, so I need to go that way, I think. Need to put the truck in gear. Very important to have the truck in gear. When you're playing real auto, you actually do need to shift the truck through drive, neutral and reverse, so I have buttons assigned for that. I could actually probably use manual, like a button shifting manual, but I prefer to do it this way. So we'll make sure we're on our side of the road, make sure we're doing the speed limit, which we're well under, so that's not a problem. So we come up here. Oh, there's a green thing over there. That usually indicates it's something we can interact with, like a garage or something. Okay, let's get on the on-ramp and onto whatever freeway this one is. I don't know. Would this be I-5? I imagine it'd be I-5. I don't know. Whatever. Let's pull in. Oh, that car is going to have to slow down for us. Yep. Right, let's head... Oh, wow. And the main reason I wanted to keep going is so we could get a bit of a sunrise happening, because the sunrise looks nice. Oh, it's the beach. It's the Pacific. I can see the Pacific Ocean. That means this is US 101. This is way too close to... Whoa, that bus came past. It's way too close to the coastline. I'm assuming that's the ocean over there. It's got to be, right? Let's see. I'm sure I saw it before. Well, whatever. Pacific Bluffs. Yep, that's the ocean. Oh, man. Oh, that's so nice. I want to get out of the truck and go there. Oh, whoa. Also, I want to slow down and not hit any cars. Let's not get distracted by the sea. But that's the thing with this game. Like, and one thing I love is that you have the free head movement. So you can do that. You can look around. I imagine this game has Oculus Rift support like ETS2 does. So if you have like a Rift or perhaps a Vive maybe, when they become available, it should be possible. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, I just want to get out and go down there and explore it. And, this is so good. This is everything I wanted it to be. And the sun's rising behind us too. It's so good. Alright, we need to... do I need to turn there? I do. Okay, I need to turn there. Oh, does that mean I'm going to go down? Oh, awesome. Okay, whoa. Whoa, it's very tight. Why would you make a truck go down this way? Oh, wow, look at that. Look at the ocean. You do not get ocean views like that in Euro Truck Simulator. I've got the back of the trailer stuck on that barrier back there, but it's okay, we're through. You do not get ocean views like that in ETS2. There's piers and... Oh, this is so good. How good is this? This road's really narrow too, so I really hope cars aren't coming up the other way. Because that's going to get awkward. Oh, look at that water. I mean, okay, it's not the greatest water, but those waves aren't animating at all, by the way. So I'm so glad the game decided to take me this way and not along the other road. Which seemed like the better option, actually, so I don't know why we're going this way. No way I'd be doing 50 mile an hour on here. This reminds me of that place in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, as you go up the, I think the western coast, there's a big long highway, and there's a couple of places along there, and one of them you can actually go down. It's where you do, there's like a bank heist mission or something that you do with Trevor and Franklin and, what's his name, the other guy. And it's the one where you have to like do the robbery and then get the train and get out of there, and you're riding the bike and all that crazy stuff. Yeah, I had a feeling we weren't really intended to go on this road. We've just come back onto that main road. So obviously the GPS pathing needs a little bit of work, because there's no way we should have been taken along here through the GPS path. That said, it was worth it just for those glorious ocean views, so I'm not going to complain too much. But now we do have to get around here, so once these trucks have gone, I should be able to go. There we go. Oh, that truck's going to have to wait for me. So come out, and we'll keep pressing forward. And it's now nice early morning. There's no temperature indicator on my dashboard anywhere as far as... Oh yes, there is. It says 70F. Okay, I don't know what 70 Fahrenheit is. But I imagine it's comfortable. I only know that anything below about 50 Fahrenheit is bloody cold. So, don't know a lot about these crazy American measurement systems. Yeah, let's stop. We have to stop. So, I imagine you can switch everything over to metric if you prefer, but I also imagine that doesn't make a lot of sense in this game where everything's measured in miles anyway. Although, I suppose, if it's like ETS2, that would change the speed limit indicators as well. You're going to have to wait for me, mate. Yep, that's right. There we go. Oh, look at that out there. This very much reminds me of driving up that highway along the western side of GTA 5, and I suppose that's no coincidence given that the Los Santos is essentially meant to be California. Oh, whoa, 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 speeding. Oh, what? Oh, no. Didn't realise. Sorry. Let's slow down a little bit. But yeah, it very much reminds me of GTA 5, and yeah, I suppose because they're based on the same real place, that's not a surprise at all, is it? As we crawl through this town. Wow. Wow, this is slow. I want to go fast. I want to go much, much faster than this. I think I will complete this job before we head off. So, see, this is slightly longer than normal video, I imagine. I think I've been going nearly an hour. Sorry. I just wanted to drive. I just love this game, and it's giving me everything I hoped it would give me, which is more truck driving action in a different setting. And I mean, there was no reason someone couldn't have made a mod that added the US to Euro Truck Simulator 2, but it would have been hacky at best. And here it's properly done, and there's no way in my mind that the entire country of the USA, and I imagine even Canada and maybe Mexico, it'd be cool if there was a mod eventually that just covered the entire North American continent. And I could definitely see something like that happening eventually. Like the ProMods guys, that's basically their goal for Europe, is to cover the entire European continent. They've started expanding eastwards into the Baltic states and Russia, and the former Russian states. Well, not Russia itself, but like the former Soviet states like Belarus, and I think there's now a town in Ukraine and Moldova as well as like Lithuania and Latvia and Estonia. And I can see in this game that they might start adding, like eventually it's possible to go like all those Canadian cities like Toronto and that, but more importantly it'll be possible to go like American cities. So I imagine eventually it'll be possible to do like massive epic cross-country drives, just like it is in ETS2, where you can drive from one end of Europe almost to the other. I think the farthest south the ProMods map has, as I record this, is the Spanish border. So like you can go to like Andorra on the Spanish border, and I believe Barcelona and a couple other cities in northern Spain are coming soon too, so that'll be really nice. And Romania on the other side, you can go all the way basically from like Romania to Spain at this point, so that's really cool. We're going to have to turn here, I think it's Santa Cruz, so I'll get into this lane so we can do that. Imagine the speed's going to drop on me soon too. Well, I'm going to have to slow down anyway because there's traffic lights, so indicate and slow down. And prepare to turn, because that's a big road. Just have to wait. But yeah, and so like I imagine that New York to Los Angeles will eventually be a thing you can do in this game. which will be so good. And like maybe you'll be able to drive from like, I don't know, Anchorage to Mexico City, something like that. That'll be really amazing if it became possible to do something like that in this game. Just like cover the entire North American continent, like not just the United States, but like everything, Canada, Mexico, even, I don't care, like add Brazil, you know, go down as far as Brazil, just like the entire, both American continents. It's called American Truck Simulator, and last I checked, there were 2 American continents to cover, so that would be amazing if that got to that point. But at least like more of the US, and maybe at least southern Canada. Like, it'd be nice to go like Vancouver and Toronto and Calgary, Edmonton, those kind of places as well. Oh, that light was green, and then I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy fantasizing about all these cities I want to drive to in this game, and not going the other way. But yeah, I imagine the main focus for the moment, at least for SCS software, will be adding the United States, which is the obvious thing to do because the US is large and full of roads, and they'll want to get as many of those roads into this game. The great thing about this game at the moment too is it's like 20 US on Steam, for me, which is like 25, 26 Australian dollars, and you know that's just going to, the value of that is going to increase over time. Like, you're not going to, right now you're not getting a huge map, and you might wonder where the value is, but like, they are only asking you $20. That guy is running a red light. What are you doing? You just ran a red light. Maybe you didn't. Maybe there was a right turn indicator there that was totally okay. I don't know. But as far as I could tell, you ran a red light. But yeah, so like going up, yeah, through the entire country. How cool it would be to just do like east-west journeys across the US, like I said, from like New York to Los Angeles and stuff like that would be so nice. I need to get into that lane, so I need to slow down so I can get behind that car because I don't want to push him off the road if I can help it. We need to go this way. San Francisco beach area. Cool. One thing I am noticing in this game, there's a lot less like route indicators. Like, I know you have like the interstate and the US highways and stuff, but I'm not seeing like metropolitan routes and stuff like that. I don't even know if they have metropolitan routes in the US, but I know in England, I know in ETS they use that thing where everything's like A100 and B and M and E and all those kind of things, don't they? So maybe it is the same. Oh no, this is a route. This is California Route 1. I know that because I know what a California route shield looks like, and it looks like that upside down shield, the one in it, in the GPS indicator there. Is this 55 miles an hour? It is. Let's hammer. Oh, look at that coast. Oh, this is so good. And definitely, this is the big thing I'm noticing with this so far, is the scenery is just so much better. It's a massive improvement. And much more like what Pro Mods is, definitely, where the scenery is a lot more varied. So that's good. That's a really good thing that they've done that. And also the better detail with towns, obviously, is just so good. We can go down that road. Let's just... whoa. Took that corner a little fast, but that's okay. There was no oncoming traffic. I could take a bit of a racing line through it. As we come down here, better just keep an eye on my speed down that hill. Activate the cruise control again as we come through here. Oh, am I going to need fuel? Where's my... this is the other kind of truck. Whoa, that was a bit much. Yeah, just need to slow down a little bit. Noticing too, there's a lot less indicators of dangers like corners and stuff on the... Like, the signage on the roads isn't as comprehensive. I don't know if that's this game or if it's like that in real life, but it certainly feels... a lot less like the game has signs to indicate like sharp corners and stuff like that. Like normally in ETS2 a corner like this would have a sign in front of it, and in this game it doesn't really do that. So, but that's okay. That's okay because we have eyes, we can see that kind of stuff. I guess that's what they were going for with that. God, this is a nice drive too. This looks so good. I mean, and again, I want, when I say it looks good, I mean the feeling of it is good. Like, it's no, you know, like AAA graphics type of thing. There's no DirectX 11 even in this kind of thing. It only supports 10. But what I'm getting at more is just the scenery itself, like just what it represents and what it's giving me is this beautiful coastal drive. You've got this sand. You've got that huge outcropping up ahead there with the... Is that dust? It's like a big dust cloud over the beach there. Interesting. And you've got the... And the other thing too I'm noticing is that it's a lot hillier in this area too. Really nice hills. Love a good hill. Good challenge actually to drive along this road. But yeah, I mean, just this, everything about this is so good. We're going to make the next job and then we're going to call it a video, for sure. I mostly just... I was actually going to stop, but then we started driving along this beautiful, beautiful coastline. I'm just like, oh, I need to see that. I need to show you guys that. Oh, it's a rest stop. We can pull in there if we needed to rest. We don't need to rest. One thing I'm noticing actually with the leveling up too, I saw before, is there's no option to improve your fatigue. Well, there didn't seem to be. Maybe I'll have another look at that when we get there. There didn't seem to be. Oh, I was doing 35 when I was doing 55 when I should have been doing 35. But that's okay, we're past that now. But, in a lot of ways though, what I really wish I had right now was like a Ferrari. That we could just drive a Ferrari up and down these roads. Hey, we're in San Francisco. Awesome, we made it here. This isn't even where we need to be. So, I should probably bring my speed down a little bit. Those lights are green? Yeah. Oh, no, we're going through. Oh, what? Oh, that's a load of crap. I was in that intersection when it was amber. I was absolutely in that intersection when it was amber. Ah, that's annoying. I was doing so well, too. Why has that guy stopped? Not because of me. Can't possibly stop because of me. Oh, look at that road up ahead. I can't even go up it. There's an indicator there that means that I can't go up that road. They need to add that road into the game, like, as soon as possible. Pro mods guys need to get onto that. Okay, let's come around here. We'll get into this lane. Oh, look at all that traffic. Those old cars. I love that there's... Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys just saw that, and you can rewind the video just to see it, but there was one of those old Ford... Is it Ford Grand Country or whatever they are? Those old Ford station wagons with the wood panels on them. There was one of those back there. I love that that's in this game. Those things are just... To me, those cars are hilarious. Like, who decided the wood panel on the side of a car was a good idea? Seriously, who thought that was a good idea? The light's green. I'm going to go for it. Obviously, I'm going to go for it. The light's green. Oh, we're going up a hill. We're in San Francisco. We are clearly in San Francisco. But again, how much more detail is there in this metropolitan area compared to... Oh, I do not want to stop here. I'm going to push a little bit forward just so that I'm over the lip of that hill, because I suspect that otherwise this is going to be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, the much bigger detail in the cities, like, there's no reason the major cities in ETS2 shouldn't be like this, where you're actually driving through them. Like, London... Oh no, we got problems. London... Oh, we've got a lot of problems. I'm going to crash. Come on. There we go. I'm going... I don't care. Oh, I got a... I don't have a choice. I had to. That's annoying. That's really annoying. But yeah, like London and Paris and all those places, there's no reason they shouldn't be this detailed in ETS2. And I get that at that time, SCS weren't expecting ETS2 to sort of take off like it did. Like, they certainly, I imagine, assumed that it would be people who bought, what was it, 18 Wheels of Steel or whatever it's called, and the first Euro Truck Simulator game. And I imagine they assume that that's what people would want. We're going to have that same problem again. That's annoying. Oh well. Nothing we can do about it. I need to stop or I get fined. I really don't want to lose more money. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I need to turn in. Wait for those cars. Yeah, he's stopping for me. Good. Someone needs to stop. They can get fined. Okay, so yeah, even there, like, that shop has much better interior detail. If you're having a look at all these windows and everything, of all the buildings we're passing, the interior detail is so much nicer. And it doesn't seem to be consistent for everything, as far as I can tell. Some of it still looks a bit painted on. But it's obvious that there's insides to them, which in ETS2 it was clearly just painted on. No, and again, ETS2 is a much older game. I think it's probably, when did it come out? Like 2010, 2011, I think. So, oh, I need to stop here. I don't want to stop here. Oh, that's a tram line, is it? No. Oh, no, come on. Come on. You can do this. There we go. Of course, now I'm going to get sideswiped by a car as I cross the intersection, but oh well. Oh, that's a steep street. Let's head down. So I imagine that if I don't stop at these stops, I'll get fined. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's try and roll through this one, see what happens. Oh, we just rolled straight through. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Whoa. Whoa, it's like driving through 1976. Pull down. I need to stop here because that guy's going to stop. There we go. Wow, these hills are spectacular. This is great. This is properly great. I'm loving this. And yeah, as I said, this can only get better because all they need to do now is just give it more, make more of it, make it brilliant. We are going to roll through this intersection, and we're going to pull around here. We're going to pull into this lane because it's not full of cars, and then we're going to go straight across. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then I'm noticing with San Francisco too, and I don't know if this is true in real life, but it has a lot fewer freeways than California than Los Angeles. California has a lot fewer freeways than California. It's in California, Norman. Oh. Okay. Is that guy going to turn off there? No. Oh, I got to turn here, so I just have to. Oh, don't slow down. I'm trying to turn around. Wide. A bit too wide. I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, cool. And let's get up on that freeway quickly because I don't want to roll back down this hill. And yeah, like I said, we're going to call it a video once we're through here. So just get back up on this freeway. I imagine we're now in... I don't know. We're heading vaguely northwards, so... Oh, wait for that car to go past. Oh, that was a bad idea. Because now I've got to accelerate again, and this being a truck, acceleration is not its strong point. Still, let's go around here. Let's work our way. 55 miles an hour, let's hit it. Let's smash that speed. It's 3:45 PM already. We've been on this for a long time. That's what adding that long distance driving does for you. You get that, the journeys, the jobs you can take go on for a lot longer. And I'm actually almost at max fatigue, but I'm also close enough that I don't think it's going to matter. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to hammer forward. And oh, that looks, what's going on there? I'm just seeing on the GPS that there's something up ahead. I'm wondering actually if the quantity of older cars in the game is a little bit too high. I feel like maybe there's. Oh wow, is that the Golden Gate Bridge? Oh, we're going to go across the Golden Gate Bridge. I'll just stay in this lane, I think. Oh, we don't have to stop. I can just drive through. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Let's go over the Golden Gate Bridge. This is great. I've always wanted to go over the Golden Gate Bridge. This is awesome. I am happy now. I've never been over this bridge. If we can get up onto it, that's pretty steep. It's only a 40 kilometre an hour, 40 mile an hour speed limit up here though, so I suppose it's not too bad. But yeah, we do need to... Gee, it goes up a long way. Didn't realise it was so angular. Oh, not angular, so inclined, I suppose is the best way to say it. So, why is everyone pulling in front of me, damn it? What do you guys know that I don't? There we go, that's the speed I want to be doing. So just sit here at that speed, yep. As long as that guy in front of me doesn't slow down, I should be okay. They're all going to slow down, aren't they? Well, it's the Golden Gate Bridge. Let's look out. Oh, look at that. That's the bay. And I imagine that's the ocean over that way. So, my understanding, and don't quote me on this because I only ever learned about this from Wikipedia, but my understanding is the Golden Gate is the name of the actual entrance to the bay. And the bridge is named the Golden Gate Bridge because it goes over the Golden Gate. Don't quote me on that though, I only learned that from Wikipedia. I don't live there. Still, now we get to go through a tunnel. So we get over that bridge and then we go through a tunnel. Well, I guess that's how it is. I suppose we're going under, was it Golden Gate Park? I imagine? I don't know. Because on the north side there's like a park called Golden Gate Park. So, which I always thought was named after the bridge, but I don't think it is. Anyway, we haven't got long to go, 23 miles, so we're nearly there. We got this. So imagine that San Francisco Bay that we can see off to the right there. Why are these cars going slow? Because this corner's actually really sharp, and I should have slowed down a little bit more. Let's put my speed back a little bit. Oh, whoops. Dope. Oh, that's not good. That was all my money. Anyway, I actually need to be in that lane, so... Oh, jeez, that was bad. And that's the thing, like, and again, the physics in this game work like that, because if you go too fast around those corners, you are going to have those problems. So you need to properly manage your speed. You can't just hammer around everything in this game. It will, as it did to me then, it will punish you properly. So, okay, I think after that car we should be able to go. Yep. So go in here. But yeah, this is just so good, and like I say, at the moment there's not much to it, but it is only like 20 bucks on Steam too, so it's not, you're not paying a lot for what you're getting, and I think that's pretty good. Another recruitment agency, and I'm yawning, I'm tired. Well, that's probably a good place to leave it once we get here and make this delivery, so we'll do that. Just gotta find, where's that turn off? And we discovered San Rafael, so 8 of 20 towns already. I think there's more than 20 towns, I think you just need 20 for the achievement. So, turn in here. There it is. Cool. I'm also noticing that the places you drive to are a lot better constructed and detailed too, so that's nice. So hopefully that bodes well for the rest of the game as we come in, pull in, and we'll just do our generic I'm in a hurry now. And yeah, we're done. Excellent. Money. No damage to the truck. We made all that money we lost back. We gained a level too, which is great. I'll add the next point in long distance, because that's what I want first. So yeah, and we get more money for doing that too. That's the other reason, because of that increase in money. But yeah, so that's that's American Truck Simulator. It is, if you like Euro Truck Simulator, you have either already bought it or you're about to buy it, because it is Euro Truck Simulator 2, but in the US. And while there are things they probably could have improved and stuff, they didn't need to mess with the formula, I don't think, because the game, ETS2 is just a great game, and this game is every bit as good. And I can't, if you like it, I can't recommend enough. If you're curious about it, I hope this video has convinced you that it's worth trying. It's not a game if you're expecting to like blow things up or have high action or anything like that. It's not that kind of game. It's a very sort of relaxing, almost, I've heard it described as a Zen experience. I don't want to like go that far, but it is certainly a very sort of peaceful and restful game, and it's a lot of fun, and I really can't wait for the map expansions and to see what the modding community does with it, because this is going to be so good. Anyway, I apologise for the extra long video, but I just couldn't stop playing. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.